Hello everyone, welcome back to Baruch Nation. Let's go for a drive. I just decided to turn on the camera while I was driving to go get I already have the food, I just need to eat it. Might have to reheat it when I get home or something, but just turn it on to discuss, the what they say is the new normal, which is, to me, it's just the current situation that the world is in. But people believe that things will stay the way they are with COVID going on, and right now with the multiple worldwide rallies and protests going on, trying to change the world for the better, right? Doesn't matter what your color of your skin is, all the humans are humans, right? We should all just be able to work together and live together in peace and harmony, right? My belief is what you see if you've ever watched Star Trek, right? The Star Trek universe, multiple different literal races, right? Different aliens, different creatures, different everything from literally different galaxies, all working together in the same federation. That is what I want to see just from humans. We're all Terrans. We're from the same planet, right? And we can't get along, right? We're fighting and hating each other because of something so stupid as, well, they're a lighter skin color than me, or they're a darker skin color than me, so I don't like them. And that makes absolutely zero sense to me, right? To a much greater degree, I can understand someone trying to steal your land and you're fighting to defend it, right? I can understand families fighting because a brother stole the other one's love or something. But the color of your skin, right? A white person can go tan and get themselves extremely dark, right? So should you hate them now because they're darker skin? It doesn't make any sense, right? It's literally just pigmentation. Some have a lot, some have a little, some have in between. Some have a little red, some have a little bit more brown, some have a little more caramel. It's just literally different pigmentation of your skin, right? I'll use white and black as an example, right? I don't understand why anybody, I have friends of all colors, backgrounds, religious beliefs, right? It means nothing, right? This is my example of why it makes no sense. If you take a white child, baby, and they are raised with a black family from the Caribbean, right? Let's say let's say they're Jamaican and the parents speak patois. The child will grow up eating the Jamaican food. They will learn the patois. They'll learn the culture because that's what they're taught from their parents, right? The color of their skin means absolutely nothing. If you take a black child and they're raised by an Irish family, they're gonna learn the foods, the different cultures, the music, the clothing, right? It means the color of their skin will mean absolutely nothing. It's how you're raised. It's who you're raised with. It's the beliefs that you are instilled from your parents or your guardians, the people who raise you, right? It has nothing to do. If you take a person from India or a person from Iran, right, and you raise them up in Australia, they're gonna get the Australian accent, right? They're gonna learn all the different Australian cultures. The color of their skin is gonna mean absolutely nothing, right? That's the thing. My friend has Chinese descent. He's Jamaican. His uncle is Chinese Jamaican. You look at him, he looks like he's gonna have a Chinese accent. He starts to speak, and he's a full Jamaican because he was born on the island, raised on the island, right? Yeah, it's funny to see because it's not what you expect, but it all depends on where you're raised. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. So I'm hoping that these protests that are peaceful, right? The multiple peaceful protests that are multicultural, what's like people together fighting for the one same truth of just human harmony together, right? Like, I don't understand. I love different colored women. I love different cultures, foods. I couldn't see myself, I live in Canada, and I am so happy for that. I couldn't see myself, you know, like, I can go down the street and I can pick up Chinese food. I can go pick up Middle Eastern food. I can go pick up Jamaican food. I can go pick up what they consider Canadian or North American food. To me, that is fantastic. That is amazing. That's what the world should be about, right? I absolutely love shawarma, right? I love pastas. I love curry. I love different types of chicken. To me, that's amazing, right? I don't understand why there's hatred for your fellow humans just because their skin's a different color, right? And I'm hoping that these protests are not just for now. I'm hoping that the protests actually amount to something. All those fools that are destroying and looting and stealing, I hope every single one of them gets arrested because that is breaking the law. That gets nothing done. That is ignorant and stupid, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. If I live in Toronto and something bad happens in Toronto, I'm not gonna destroy the city I live in. I don't get it. I can't understand. It makes no sense to me. It's not something I can understand, right? But the people that are doing it properly, the multicultural people who are together, arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder, marching, chanting, looking for just simple equality and the treatment of everybody the same. Because, you know, being of color, there is a, you can see there is a, when you go for a job or when you're out in the streets, I walk the streets, right? Not in that sense. When I'm walking on the sidewalk with my friends, with a female, with a male, doesn't matter. There are women who will do the clutch of their purse when they see me, which I find absolutely hilarious because I'm a trained security guard, right? And I'm very much a citizen who abides by the law. And I just find it hilarious because they look at me and their automatic mindset is, well, I gotta protect my money because he might try to take it. And it's like, I do not give a damn about what you have in your purse, right? But that's a reality that I've had to live with for over 30 years. Well, more so, you know, since I've been out on my own without my parents. But it's a reality that shouldn't exist, right? And if it does exist, she should be clutching her purse when she sees any person, white, black, Asian, Indian, right? It shouldn't just be because she sees someone who's darker skin. Oh no, he's gonna rob me. Because, surprise, surprise, there's robbers, there's muggers of every single skin color. It's not just one, all right? But like I said, I'm colorblind when it comes to that sort of thing because the way I look at things are, you treat me well, I treat you well. You don't treat me well, I stay away from you, right? And that's why my group of people right? My friends are extremely multicultural because, well, A, I live in Canada. I've grown up in Canada, right? And where I live has always been multicultural. There's always been, multiple religions, various skin colors in my school, the various schools I've been to. So that's what I'm used to. That's the norm for me. So I don't understand, and I don't see like the colors, like I don't see it. Right? And I'm hoping that after all these protests and once 2020, hopefully sooner than later, we'll be out of this COVID pandemic and the protests will stop, because the different governments, the different municipalities, the different groups of people will all come to, I want to say an understanding, but they'll all come to a, the laws will change, people will change, mindsets would have changed so that they will no longer need, the police will be better trained, right? They will uphold the law. They will actually serve and protect the community that they're assigned to. There's zero reason. I saw a video, a 75-year-old man pushed to the ground, cracked his head on the concrete, started bleeding because he approached police officers that had riot gear, right? Now the police have been charged, but there's zero. Serve and protect. They should be questioning, asking questions. They should be trained better than this, right? Especially in America. Like, I don't understand why the police have so much anger and hatred and rage, right? Yes, like, that's the job you chose. Your job is dangerous. Yes, it is. But they shouldn't be going into every situation where, while your life is in danger, someone's gonna kill me, right? It shouldn't be automatic violence, right? Simple questions, simple statements. Sir, can you please stand back? Sir, is there anything we can help you with, right? If the person is not violent, if they're not attacking, if they're not charging you, if there's no weapons, there shouldn't be violence in response to that. That's what I don't understand with these police officers, right? Yes, right now tempers are high. People are angry. Yes, there is danger in the world, but not every situation should be answered with automatic violence, especially if there is no threat, there is no violence. If the people are standing or protesting, there should not be any automatic pepper spray or rubber bullets or batons or shields or pushing or violence. If there's no violence being drawn towards them, it should be defensive, not offensive police officers. Their job is to serve, which is help the community in whatever way they can. If they can't, it's simply, can you call 411, or here's an email, or here's a website you can go to try to get your answers. Your local, contact your local, members of parliament or your local people. Simple. Serve, protect, right? Keep the violence from happening to the people of the community. The police shouldn't be the ones being violent. They shouldn't be the ones that are the threat to the community, right? And I saw this video, 75-year-old man, yeah, he was walking towards the police. Yeah, he might have been screaming. I don't know. I couldn't hear what he was saying. But the police officer just pushed him to the ground. He's an old man. Then they lied about it and said, oh, he tripped, right? And it's like, that's everybody. Take your phones out. Record everything you see, because this is the world we live in now, right? The people that are there to serve and protect are lying and getting away with abuse of power just because they can. Like, that's not right. Right? Like, the police in my community, I can be fortunate. I have had zero problems. I don't speed on the streets. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. So I'm not zigzagging all over the place. So I'm not a problem in the community. So I don't have a problem with the police in the community. But anyway, simple. We're gonna leave the video off here with just a simple, be kind. Just be kind. If people are ignorant, people are violent, people are negative, just walk away, right? Because violence does not solve anything, right? We're not at war. This isn't war times. Just be kind. Thank you for joining me on this drive. I hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe.